Hello, I'm CammyG, and welcome back to our Fortnite Save the World daily update videos. So we're going to go over everything that's reset on the day, so llamas, mission alerts, and quests. So starting with the llamas, always worth checking your upgrade llama, as usual. We haven't got very lucky here, and it's just a regular one for us, but it could have gone gold, so, worth checking. And then we have the super range llama as the limited one. So this one, personally, I don't think is worth it. So it's just going to be weapons that you can get in regular missions as mission alerts. And it costs 1,000 tickets, so I really don't think it's worth it unless you get a few weapons in there that you're really after, I suppose. But yeah, moving on to the quests. So for the war games, we have Hexed Rolling Fog in Plankton. So you're going to be able to easily AFK that with our endurance builds. If you don't have those, check the description for the playlists down below. In Canny Valley, Hotspots is going to make it difficult because that will destroy some of the trap tunnels, and heavy explosives will also destroy, so you might not be able to do it in Canny. Denied Rolling Fog in Twine is fine, you'll be able to do that. And then Denied with Surprise, I always recommend not to do it with Surprise because it could literally be anything in that second wave and it could mess you over. Canny Valley for the daily war endurance, even, and as I said, war games again, for the endurance, and that's going to be easy peasy with our builds. Survive the Horde, same as usual, just 5, 10, 15 waves, and that'll do it for the quests. If we go to Ventures for the rewards, I'm not really that high up yet because we've been doing a lot of videos, but I guess if we check a few missions around here even, you probably will be doing 4-player missions anyway, but just seeing if there's any that are particularly juicy. And you might not be at this level anyway, you might be higher, you might be lower, so probably not too useful. And nothing crazy. Generally, Ventures, you're just going to be doing the quests that you need to move on up. Obviously, as we get further into the season, I will be covering the top end of Ventures for those that have, really sweated their way there. But yeah. Moving on to Stonewood, because everyone can access Stonewood, we don't have a whole lot going on in here. It's pretty dead, not going to lie. But there's some fairly decent stuff. So we have Min Reward Llama there, but it's just the one, so probably not worth doing that. But we also have an Upgrade Llama token, which I think is worth getting, because then you can get, if your llama does go gold, or you just want to get it out of the way to see if the next one goes gold, you can do that for free. So definitely worth doing that if you want to spend the time. And then we should have Min Reward Llama there as well, but just the one again, so probably not that useful. Now we do have V-Bucks today. It is in Twine though, so you'll have to bear with me as we get towards that. But for Plankerton, same sort of story as the past few days. It's not that great. We'll just cover the 4-player missions because there's really not much going on in terms of mission alerts. That's probably not worth doing, in my opinion. Down here, what have we got? 4 times free perk, probably useful, honestly. Not a bad one to do. You'll get plenty from that, and it's, Cat 2 in Plankton. Most of you should be able to do that easily. And then the only legendary reward in this area, there we have it. Terminator, pretty standard, pretty bad, to be honest. It's an LMG, effectively. I think it classes an assault rifle. 2 Min Reward Llamas there on the Hunt the Titan, which is quite a difficult mission, but if you are wanting, I don't know, to stock up on your Min Reward Llamas, there's better ways to get gold, to be honest, but yeah, that's up to you. Now in Canny, we have a fairly decent amount of rewards here, to be fair. So if I start making my way down, I've got 3 Min Reward Llamas there, and then just below it somewhere, I think we should, there we go, Cozy Campfire. So if you are in need of, maybe for your 160s, if you are in that sort of place, Cozy Campfire, if you don't have it already, can be useful to drop down to help you and your teammates, because obviously any sort of enemy hits drain your health on those levels. That 4 player is not really worth doing. Then if we go a bit further down here, so we've got a double reward here with Stabsworth the Third and Master's Driver. So Stabsworth the Third is a pretty good melee. The Golf Club, not so much. 2 Min Reward Llamas there. And then as we continue our way down, there's a few rewards at the end that might be worth it. That 4 player is not really worth it. Let's see what else we've got. Another 4 player up here, not really worth it either. And yeah, but up here we have double reward for the portal. So if you want to go in there and jump in and do that again, if you've already done it in your sort of canny questline type thing, then yeah, go for it. But those aren't really anything special in terms of weapons, in my opinion, so probably not worth it for you. Now, heading into Twine, we're obviously going to get some better rewards in here, among those being the V-Bucks. So we'll check 4 players as we go, so they're not really worth doing. We have Vacuum Tube Launcher there, which is above average, I'd say, but not anything particularly special. As we make our way down, another 4-player mission, and another one there that's not really worth doing. Let's keep going then. Down here, another one not worth doing. There's a trend here. There's a very clear trend. I think I missed a mission. Isn't it this one? There we go. Floor Freeze Trap and Vinditech Jolter. Now, the Vinditech Jolter we've actually seen quite a few times over the past few days, and Freeze Trap, to be honest. The Freeze Trap is a great trap to have. It's one of the better floor traps. So if you don't have that, definitely look to get it achieved into your into your library. We've got Trailblazer Quinn over here, and then Ceiling Zapper there. So the Ceiling Zapper, a fantastic ceiling trap for the end of your trap tunnels there if you don't have that. Carrying on, we have we have some legendary lead survivors. So this is Martial Artist, so he's going to be in your offense squads, I believe. So if you need that, then might be worth getting. If not, don't bother. Wow, that is a 5-time Storm Shard. That is pretty good. Definitely check that one out if you need Storm Shards. 4 times Reperk, so we're starting to get some decent missions that are actually worth doing now. So that's good as we make our way up. And over here we have Headshot Jess, so she's fun to use. You do have to get headshots with it to get your fragments, but if you want to put it in a collection book, if you don't want to use her, that's definitely worth it, I think. And up here is our V-Bucks mission, so 40 V-Bucks, that's all we get for today, but it's better than the 2 days previously where we didn't get anything, so I guess just be grateful for that, I suppose, is what we're supposed to be doing. And then a double reward on this Hunt the Titan, so Wall Darts, Fantastic Wall Trap, and then Whirling Doom, which is a spear. And that's all I'll say on that. 2 4-player missions, not really worth it on those. We have a Sniper Defender over here. Oops, there we go. Legendary Sniper Defender with 4 times Storm Shard. That's definitely a mission worth doing if you can, if you're high enough up. 4 times Lightning Bottle with Legendary Perk-Up, another one that's pretty worth doing. 5 times Reperk with a Copper Falcon, that's another one worth doing. Now, you are going to have the Healing Death Burst on that one, so it's going to be a bit more difficult, but if you've got good trap tunnel sense and stuff, then you should be good. That one's probably not worth doing. That, oh my god, look at the list of rewards, it's off the screen. Why couldn't they just bundle it into 3 times and 2 times? I don't know, but that is pretty worth it, to be fair. If you don't have Copper Hammer Crush by now, then you could put it in the collection book. It's not really anything fantastic. And then 3 times Legendary Perk-Up, 2 times Epic is pretty good. And then finally 5 times Pure Drops of Rain with Lightning a Bottle isn't too bad as well, especially because it's 160. You're going to be getting a hell of a lot of rewards in that, so probably worth running if you can, but they can get quite difficult at that level, so hats off to you if you can do that, especially without a squad, like Jesus. But there you go, that's pretty much it for today, so not anything crazy. We are halfway through the week here, so we've got 3 days left on the weeklies, so you still got plenty of time for that stuff. But yeah, let me know how things are going. Are you guys in ventures? Are you making your way up? Are you very far ahead of me, or are you still behind? I don't know, let me know. But yeah, thank you so much for stopping by for the daily update. Definitely enjoy doing these, and even if I do have to stay up late, it is worth it for you guys. So thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope to see you in a future daily update or guide. So thank you so much, and I'll see you later.